Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves on in. Now today I'm going to be talking you through inter-trade guides between your own settlements and the ways you can do it. So I've gone ahead and spun up a wonderful two-plot kind of setup here. So I've got Zhuao on just under 300 pop here, pretty well established city as you can see here with lots of goods. And over here we've got our second settlement, Etchenhao, which also is very basic but set up, and it got very lucky because it's got a double animal deposit, and I've set it up in a way that this kind of exports. But let me just show you a few things. So I'm going to show you the export and the options you have. There are two specific ways of doing it. There is now the packing station, so we are on the update now, the beta branch update. There is the pack station, and there is the trading post. Now, the obvious way now is to export through the trading post. So what you're going to do, I've set up two different ways to do so. So in this trading post, this one's well established. I've just set up eggs to export when they hit a certain number. So we're going to go to 60, for example. These guys are going to carry eggs across to this settlement because we've unticked this. Same with vegetables. So what we're going to do is try and find someone when they're good. They've got so much to do, it's going to take them a while. So we may need another trading post over here. In short, let me just quickly show you then. So over here, we're producing a lot of meat. And as you can see, they've started to stock the meat into our second settlement here. We have gone in, and what you want to do is untick this. So it stops foreign trade, and you set to export. And what they'll go ahead and do is transport goods. Someone over here, there you go. We've got someone over here. It's also transporting meat across as well. So you'll see them, and it doesn't cost any money to do so. What they do is just automatically carry it to another settlement. And here we go. I found my first one, so I was just waiting for them to do it. See this person over here, Greth Line? She is officially grabbing some meat out of here, and she's going to transport that across. It's a bit of a mission to get over there, but she will do it. So she's transporting through. They're all kind of doing their thing. Got this one coming back as well, so already transported some meat across. Now, it's not very efficient, guys. So we have a whole lot of meat. We're keeping 20 for our houses here, and then the rest is getting exported. So they're putting it in here, but they can't transport as quick. So let me show you and go into the packing station to see if this is also as good. So we've ordered one mule here. We're going to get one family in, and we're going to say barter, and we're going to send meat. Both regions must offer something for the barter to work. So I'm going to just grab something that we were doing from the other side. So we're going to take some eggs, for example. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It will tell you the ratio here. And what they'll do, the mule can actually carry 20 units a time. So, in theory, packing stations are still going to be better. You just do multiple packing, right? And one family can do two. So we'll see. They'll get the mule and they'll take the food over. We'll watch those in a moment. We just look here. There you go. Swapping meat for eggs. So they can officially do 20 of each. And we'll see if we get the 20 eggs to prove the point. You only need one packing station from the other side. And we can double up and say we can also send eggs or vegetables from this side and receive meat. And look at this. We have the pack station from this side now. Once again, using the mule. Vegetable for meat. And then we've got transporting eggs. So he's bringing the eggs back, look, from what he grabbed when he traded with the meat for the pack station over here. And once again, they're going again. So they're pretty slow, but transporting eggs. Now, if we changed it up and said, let's receive shoes. Let me just double check. Let me see what item we have over here. Shoes. Perfect. We're going to say meat for shoes. So we're going to test that now. And then over here, you'll see it was actually vegetables coming from our pack station, not the trader post. So the trading method is rubbish. Trust me, the packing station is still more efficient. So for the sake of what we're trying to achieve here, let's have a look at what we can send over. Roof tiles. There we go. Roof tiles for meat. So they're worth a lot more, obviously. And there you go. Look, he's picked up the shoes. And he's going to bring these shoes back to our settlement now. So we should see some shoes come in here. As you can see, we've already got one come in. But they're only getting one or two at a time. It's really rubbish. But it's a start. So you can do it. And you can prop up a new settlement using that. And there's the roof tiles. You see that? We're slowly getting the roof tiles swapped in. So they go into the trading post. So the pack station will send to the trading post. It's really, really weird. Okay, I'm just going to open the pack station so you can see the official rules of it. Use this building to set up a barter connection. It allows you to send and receive goods between this and another region in your command. Employ mules to transport up to 20 goods per trip. It says nothing about earning money. However, I'm seeing when they're trading, money is popping up here. And there you go. Do you see that? +10 on the packing station. And the wheat's about to go into the trading post, so they should now send this wheat that we've harvested over to the other side. And as you can see, so 3 full trading posts. We've got 12 families trading in our main settlement. They're still unable to send the bread quick enough down to it. They still haven't started. So what we're going to have to do is see how much we're going to have to put in before they actually manage to send it, right? I'm going to try once more. And once again, I've got a 4th trading post now. I'm going to fill this one up. You can't manually select each trading post to have one good that they trade. So the way it works is unfortunately not like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is disable the pack station now, and I'm going to do this a little differently here. So what we're going to do is say export wheat, all of it. And then what we're going to do over here is go into our trading post and say import wheat, but we're going to untick this and we're going to say import. I'm actually going to say up to 150. So what this essentially will do is we'll send the guys out. They'll actively go to our other settlement to grab wheat. So we've set it, right, let me just take a step back. We set it to import on Zweil. And then in Etchenhout, sorry if I'm butchering the names, we set it to export. So either or, they should, the desire should match, right? So the export, they're wanting to export, they're wanting to import. So how it'll work is they should then go ahead and take their goods over to here and make some money from these guys. And there you go, transporting wheat. He's off to go grab the wheat now. And he's going to bring that in. So he's actively now set up that connection. He's like, oh yeah, you want some wheat? I'm going to go back and get some wheat for you. Got plenty of it, and that wheat number has now started to go down. It's really, really inefficient and slow, guys. Just keep that in mind. It is really, really slow. But they will try. We've got multiple, so eventually, if you can get loads of families doing it, it will work. And then you're seeing the wheat come in. So we're not harvesting for 121 days, but wheat is going up, right? And they can transport 20 a time. Now that we've got them set up both ways, it seems to be that you have to have them both ways. They are all actively, these little yellow lines going out and making money. And there you go. We've been watching it slowly. It's taken a little while, but they've eventually managed to get all of the wheat out of our trading post. So they're getting blocked up. I'm building a second one. I'm actually going to reduce this down to 2 in each. They get clogged up. So it works okay. I mean, if we look here, so with that wheat being transported over, look how much bread we have, 397. So all we're waiting for now over here is for them to start trading in the bread, which they will do. We've got points in the meat and stuff now, so they are getting too much, but we're keeping a close eye to see what they do. So guys, based on that stats right there, there are 2 ways. Packing station is more efficient, but it seems to be making and losing money unintentionally. Trading post does do it, just highly, highly inefficient. So they are transporting. You could be more efficient with the storage spaces. They will work. But effectively, you can do it that way. When you get up to large settlements, there's nearly 400 population over here. I've just kind of been letting it play. These guys over here are just too busy. We've got 16 families trading. And I've turned off a few of the export trades. But most of them, because all families have a marketplace based on the goods they have, they're not transporting the bread out. Now, we've had it set for a little while. Ignore those, we're going to fight. We've had it set for a little while where we want them to kind of go and get it. But these guys are trying like the hardest to not grab it. They don't go and grab the bread themselves. These guys don't bring the bread over. So be aware that it isn't working as well as intended, but you can do it that way. So the import-export, the main thing to remember are these tick boxes. And the other section is packing stations. You only need 1 for each side with a mule. And they will send the item you said and bring back the other item. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell, guys. So keep those things in mind. But guys, thank you so much for checking it out. This is how it is, and it's how we got to kind of deal with it. If you've got any further tips based on what I've said, please do drop them below. It's always helpful for the community if we all learn together. That's the idea behind it. Not saying mine is the only way, but I will say packing stations seem to be better than trading posts at the moment. As always, guys, have a fantastic day. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon.